Hey everyone, welcome back to the Speak English podcast. I'm David, and as always, I'm here with the wonderful Sarah.
Hi, David, and hello to all our amazing listeners. I'm really excited about today's episode. We're going to share something that can totally change how you learn and use English every day.
That's right. Let me ask you this. Do you ever catch yourself translating every word from your native language before speaking English? What if I told you there's a way to think directly in English, just like native speakers do? Well, today, we'll show you exactly how to train your mind to do that.
And trust me, it's not as hard as it sounds. With just a few simple habits, you can start thinking in English naturally and confidently. You'll feel the difference in your fluency almost immediately.
But before we dive in, if you enjoy content that helps you speak English with confidence, do us a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss any future episodes. When you support this channel, you're also supporting your own growth in English.
Okay, so now that we're all ready, let's get started. In the next part, we'll explain what it really means to train your brain to think in English and how this simple shift can help you speak more fluently every single day.
When we say, train your mind to think in English, we're talking about developing the habit of forming thoughts directly in English, without translating. This means your inner voice, your self-talk, your daily thinking patterns start to operate in English as naturally as possible.
It's a process of building automatic connections between the English language and your thoughts. Instead of stopping to find words or phrases, your brain starts recognizing patterns, meanings, and expressions naturally, just like when you talk to yourself throughout the day.
The idea is not to speak out loud all the time, but to train your mental process. For example, when you're walking, instead of just thinking silently, you tell yourself in English, I'm walking to the store. I need to buy milk. The sun feels nice today. These simple thoughts are powerful.
And you don't need to make it complicated. Start with what you already know. Your mind already works all the time, commenting on everything you see or do. The goal is to shift that inner commentary into English, step by step, until it becomes natural.
This technique works because it helps you internalize the language through repetition and exposure. The more you think in English, the more comfortable your brain becomes with the sounds, rhythm, and structure of the language, even before you speak.
It also removes a major barrier that many learners face: overthinking. When you rely on translating every word, you slow yourself down. But when you think in English, your brain learns to react faster, using language in real time instead of getting stuck.
You'll notice that, over time, your English improves even when you're not speaking out loud. That's because your mind is doing the heavy lifting in the background, constantly practicing and making connections that build real fluency.
So in short, training your mind to think in English means choosing to use English during your everyday thoughts. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. And in the next part, we'll show you exactly how to do that with a simple practice.
Let's imagine a normal day. You wake up, and instead of just getting out of bed silently, you think in English. I feel tired. I should get up now. I have a meeting at 10. I hope the traffic isn't bad today. These aren't complicated thoughts, but they help build fluency over time.
You go to the kitchen, and again, you can think in English. I'm making coffee. I like strong coffee in the morning. Where did I put the sugar? Oh, here it is. I'll drink this while checking my messages. These kinds of thoughts are natural and easy to practice every day.
Later, you're walking outside. In your mind, try this. It's a bit cold today. I should have brought a jacket. That dog is barking again. I think that person is new in the neighborhood. See how simple it is? You're just narrating your life, right in your head, using English.
Even when you're at work or school, you can keep doing it. I need to finish this task. Let me check my email. My coworker looks stressed today. I should ask if they're okay. You're still doing your normal activities, but now your mind is fully engaged in English.
This kind of thinking becomes more automatic the more you do it. And if you get stuck on a word, don't stop the whole thought. Just use what you know. I need to call that person from yesterday. You don't need to be perfect. The goal is to keep the thoughts flowing in English.
You can even describe what you're doing while you do it. I'm opening my laptop. I need to write a report. I'm not sure how to start this email. Maybe I'll begin with a question. These are simple, real thoughts that help you stay in the English zone throughout your day.
A great tip is to practice while doing daily routines, brushing your teeth, cooking, walking, or organizing your space. These moments are perfect opportunities because they don't require extra time and your mind is already active during them.
And don't worry if you make mistakes in your thoughts. The most important thing is that you're using English consistently. In the next part, we'll explain why this technique gives you so many benefits, even before you start speaking to other people.
One of the biggest benefits of thinking in English is that it increases your speaking speed. When your thoughts are already in English, you don't waste time translating or searching for words. You react faster, which makes conversations flow more naturally and confidently.
It also helps improve your grammar and vocabulary without studying long lists or complex rules. As you think in English, your brain starts to notice which words go together, how sentences are built, and which expressions sound natural. It's a form of passive learning that works.
Another important benefit is that it trains your brain to become more familiar with the rhythm and structure of the language. You begin to develop a kind of language instinct, where English feels less like a foreign language and more like something you live with every day.
You also reduce the fear of making mistakes because you're practicing privately, inside your mind. There's no pressure, no judgment, and no need to be perfect. This builds confidence over time, which later makes it easier to speak with other people.
Thinking in English strengthens your memory and recall. You start remembering words and phrases faster because they're connected to your thoughts and actions. Instead of learning in isolation, you're learning in context, and that makes everything more memorable.
It's also incredibly practical. You don't need any special tools or time. You can do it anytime and anywhere, while walking, waiting in line, commuting, or even before you sleep. This makes it one of the most flexible and powerful techniques for daily fluency practice.
Over time, your mind becomes more English-friendly. You won't need to force the language anymore. It will simply be part of your mental routine. And that's what fluency really is, being able to use the language naturally in your daily life, without hesitation.
All of this makes the technique not just effective but essential. If your goal is to think and speak more like a native, this is one of the most important habits to build. In the next part, we'll break it down and show you the exact steps to start practicing today.
The first step is to start small. Choose a short moment of your day, maybe brushing your teeth or making your bed, and describe what you're doing in English. Use simple sentences like, I'm brushing my teeth. The water is cold. I need more toothpaste. Keep it natural and short.
Next, make it a daily habit. Pick 3 routines during the day where you will think in English: morning, afternoon, and evening. It could be making breakfast, walking to a bus stop, or preparing for bed. Attach the habit to something you already do. That's how it sticks.
Now, focus on consistency. It's better to think in English for 3 minutes every day than 30 minutes once a week. The goal is to rewire your brain by using the language often. Repetition is what transforms this from a technique into a natural habit over time.
Don't worry about having the perfect vocabulary. Use the words you already know. If you don't know a word, skip it or explain it in another way. The point is to keep thinking in English, not to stop and translate or check a dictionary. Let the thoughts keep moving.
Another great tip is to ask yourself questions in English. For example, what do I need to do today? What am I eating for lunch? How do I feel right now? Then, try to answer them in your mind. It helps simulate real conversations and builds thinking fluency.
You can also practice using categories. For example, think about your favorite food, describe it in your mind, or your favorite movie, or your weekend plans. Pick a topic and talk about it silently to yourself in English. This helps expand your vocabulary naturally.
Set a timer for just 2 to 5 minutes. During that time, try to only think in English. It can be silent thinking or whispering softly if you prefer. Having a short, focused period removes pressure and makes it easier to stay consistent with the practice.
And finally, track your progress. Each day, write down a few things you thought about in English. This helps reinforce the habit and shows you that your mind is getting used to the process.
One common mistake is overthinking vocabulary. People stop their thoughts whenever they don't know a word. But fluency doesn't mean knowing every word. It means continuing the thought anyway. Use simple words or describe the idea. Keep the flow going. That's what matters.
Another mistake is translating from your native language before forming thoughts in English. This slows down your mind and creates bad habits. The goal is to think directly in English, even if it's basic. It's better to think in simple English than to translate perfect sentences.
Many learners also expect perfection right away. They think if they can't form full sentences correctly, they're doing it wrong. But this process takes time. Progress is measured by consistency, not perfection. You improve by doing it every day, even when it feels messy.
Some people focus too much on grammar rules while thinking. But when you're training your mind, it's not about accuracy. It's about fluency. Don't interrupt your thoughts just to correct verb tenses. Speak naturally in your head, and grammar will improve with time.
It's also a mistake to compare your progress with others. Every learner's journey is different. Some people may think faster, some slower, and that's okay. What matters is that you're practicing. Thinking in English is personal and develops at your own rhythm.
Another issue is giving up too early. After a few days, you might feel it's not working, but that's normal. It takes repetition and time to see results. Keep going even when it feels boring or difficult. Like any habit, it becomes easier the longer you stick with it.
Be careful with multitasking. If you try to think in English while doing something that needs full attention, like solving complex problems, your brain may get tired fast. Start with simple routines so you don't feel mentally overwhelmed while training.
And lastly, don't be too hard on yourself. It's okay to forget words or make mental mistakes. The real goal is progress, not perfection. Be kind to yourself and celebrate small wins.
Let's give you a quick and powerful challenge to start today. Choose any 3-minute moment of your daily routine, like making coffee or getting dressed, and commit to thinking only in English during that time. It's short, simple, and works even if you're busy.
During those 3 minutes, describe everything you do, step by step. Say things like, I'm opening the fridge, I need milk, the cup is on the table. Don't stop to translate. Just let your thoughts flow in English, even if it's not perfect. The goal is to keep going.
If you like, set a reminder on your phone to repeat this every day at the same time. You can even change the activity daily to make it more fun. One day while cooking, the next while walking. The variety keeps your brain active and the practice interesting.
For extra practice, end your day by reviewing it mentally in English. Think, what did I do today? What did I eat? Who did I talk to? This nighttime. Habit helps reinforce vocabulary and creates a strong mental link between English and your personal experiences.
And here's a tip. Record yourself speaking those thoughts out loud from time to time. You don't have to share it with anyone. It's just for you. When you listen later, you'll notice progress. And that feeling of growth is incredibly motivating.
Remember, the challenge is not about perfection. It's about creating a daily space for English in your mind. These small efforts build up over time and turn into powerful habits that lead to real fluency. The more consistent you are, the more natural it becomes.
And if you miss a day, don't stress. Just come back to it the next day. The secret is not never missing. It's always returning. That's how strong habits are built. Your brain adapts through repetition, not pressure. Keep it light, but keep going.
Try the challenge today and see how it feels. You don't need special tools or perfect grammar. All you need is 3 minutes, your thoughts, and a little curiosity. In the final part, we'll wrap things up and leave you with a powerful reminder. Don't miss it.
So, today we explored a powerful way to train your mind to think in English. We talked about what it means, how it works, we showed you how to do it step by step, and we even gave you a simple challenge to try today. All of this is to help you speak English more naturally and confidently.
Exactly. And remember, it's not about perfection. It's about making English a normal part of your thinking. Start small, stay consistent, and be kind to yourself in the process. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. What part of today's episode did you find most helpful?
And hey, if you've made it all the way to this point, that means you're truly serious about improving your English fluency. So let's do something fun. Write the word mind in the comments to let us know you stayed with us until the end. We'll be looking for you there.
And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're here every week helping you take real steps toward fluency. When you like and subscribe, you help this podcast reach more learners like you around the world. So thank you for being part of this journey.